I got a couple more of those stories for you for the sleep paralysis series that I'm doing. And I've had so many, I was going to do in a kind of an order from oldest to newest, but I'm going to jump back to the last one. See, I've owned this house here for about 11 years now, as of the making of this video. And the last one I had was probably maybe 4 years into this. And in my bedroom, this is a room across from my bedroom. All the doors look just the same, and that closet door there. But in my bedroom, I've got a mirror on that closet door. And one evening, I'm sleeping on my back, which I have noticed when I sleep on my back, that happens a lot. I'll have the sleep paralysis event. For some reason, when I wake up, I don't wake all the way up, and I'm still in that paralysis state. Well, that door was open just enough that if I looked at it, that mirror reflected the window behind me. And in that window, when I was just kind of looking over there was a tall, thin gray, not the short ones that you hear of, a tall one peeking in the window looking down at me. But then I also knew there was things out of place because I have a big awning over that window, and where he was, in reality, he would be in that awning. You know what I mean? So there was something strange there, and I knew too. Then I tried to kind of get up and shift or whatever, and realized I was in that paralysis state. But I've had it so long now. At that time, and when I have it now, instead of trying to fight it and scream my way out of it or punch my way out of it or do something, because if you move at all and you're able to do anything, that state just ends, or at least it does for me, and that's always how I got myself out of it. But now I've done it so long, it's easier for me to close my eyes, take a deep breath, and go back to sleep, and like when I wake up the next time, I'll wake up fully. I know probably the initial thing, it's so terrifying. Your thoughts would be, how in the world would you ever fall asleep after such experience? But I've had this now, I'm 58, and I've had this ever since I was probably in my early teens that I can recall. So you adapt. Like I said, I don't put reality in it with that, other than it's just some kind of event that happens during sleep paralysis, like in a hallucination. I know some will disagree and say that that's something. They may even say that I'm probably a victim of some alien abduction if I could remember the events. I don't believe that myself, but who's to say? I've never totally dismissed any possibility. I just give it thin odds. We can just put it like that. But then there was one more, I'll put two on this one, that I had over at my sister's house. Now, my sister got married as a teenager, so I would have been in my early 20s, because I think I went over there to visit not long after, maybe just a few years after she got married. And she lived in a trailer, if I remember right, close to where her husband, my brother-in-law, worked. And this time I was on my stomach, which very seldom does that ever happen, but I fell asleep on the couch. And I'm trying to remember, this is a long time for someone to drag this stuff out of their memory when you've had as many as I have. But in this case, it felt like a cat jumped on my back and done, you know how a cat, before he goes to sit down on a pillow or something, he'll do that little clawing action, and that's what it felt like was happening on my back. But they didn't have any house pets. But there was another side of it that kind of in my mind, and this was deeper in me, so probably a part of me saying, don't give it any attention. And I went on to sleep and never thought anything about it. But she's had some really crazy events that happened at that house, so maybe there is some paranormal activity going on there. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I started a new picture that I put up on the wall, and I'll probably have a video of just me drawing it in silence. Maybe a guitar, maybe I'll talk through it. I don't know. But anyway, you guys will have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk at you later. Bye.